115 Abraham Lincoln quotes in Leadership, Democracy, Life. The best way to predict your future is to create it. A house divided against itself cannot stand. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. Character is like a tree, and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. I am not concerned that you have fallen. I am concerned that you rise. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first for sharpening the axe. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. I walk slowly, but I never walk backward. It is better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open one's mouth and remove all doubt. He has a right to criticize who has a heart to help. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. The people are the only rightful source of power. If there is anything that a man can do well, I say, let him do it. Give him a chance. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts. It often requires more courage to dare to do right than to fear to do wrong. Folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds up to be. Whatever you are, Ebbe, a good one. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves. My best friend is a person who will give me a book I have not to read. My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. I am a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down. Books serve to show a man that those original thoughts of his aren't very new after all. When I do good, I feel good. When I do that, I feel bad. That's my religion. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. There are no bad pictures. That's just how your face looks sometimes. I can see how it might be possible for a man to look down upon the earth and be an atheist, but I cannot conceive how a man could look up into the heavens and say there is no God. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. I would rather be a little nobody than to be evil somebody. I have been driven many times upon my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. My own wisdom and that of all about me seemed insufficient. For that day, all that I am or ever hope to be I owe to my angel mother. Character is like a tree, and reputation its shadow. The shadow is what we think it is, and the tree is the real thing. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. The most reliable way to secure peace is to show your readiness for war. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. Nearly all men can stand adversity. But if you want to test a man's character, give him power. I am a firm believer in the people if given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. If I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend 6 hours sharpening my axe.